BoogeyMan band coming round the bend. Is BoogeyMan band. Is BoogeyMan band.
Greetings, my fellow Fright Fiends. Thanks so much for stopping by the Horror Zone channel. I hope everyone's doing well. Today is another BoogeyMan mail call, BoogeyMan unboxing. I got a couple of items that arrived earlier this week. I'm recording this on December the 11th, and these arrived on Monday the 8th. I've just been very busy this week and haven't had a chance to open them. They are Stranger Things related, and that is a subject I don't normally cover on this channel. Over the years, since the show started in the summer of 2016, July, if I'm not mistaken, I've covered, I've done like, I did an initial review. I've talked about some of the Funko Pops that have come out, but I've never really talked about it too much. And I love the show, though. I don't consider myself a reviewer, so that's why I really haven't covered it. It has been 3 years since the last season. We got just the first 4 episodes of season 5, the final season, during Thanksgiving week, and I love it so far. But there's a couple characters that I really love on the show, and I used to have, like I said, I did cover on this channel some of the pop figures that I had picked up. I used to have 11, I had Dustin, I had the Demogorgon, and I had like it was like a mini of the Scoops Ahoy Steve, so from season 3. And I gave them all to my niece because my niece was really into the show. She really kind of, that's what I think, I really feel like when I think back to it, I think that was really kind of her bridge into liking things that were scary. Before that, you know, she kind of was steering clear of this room when she would stay here and sleep overnight and swim and stuff like that here at the house. But it was right around like 2019, 2020, especially during the pandemic, we started doing like a couple of goofy videos in here just to pass the time because we couldn't do a lot. And if I remember correctly, I gave her all my pops like in 2019. I took her to Free Comic Book Day that year, and then I ended up giving her a bunch of my stuff that I had because I was like, she's a fan of it, and if I was a kid and I had an uncle or somebody that was really into the same stuff I was and I passed it down to them, it would have really meant a lot. So that's why I gave her my toys that year. And so I gave up, you know, Dustin's my favorite character. A really tight second is Eddie Munson, of course, played by the amazing Joseph Quinn. And back in 2022, when season 4 had premiered, it was a crazy weekend. I mean, that premiered on Memorial Day weekend, so it premiered, I believe, on the 27th of that month. And that was a time where I had, like, I remember I had been in Auburn doing an install. If you go back to my 2022 videos, that was actually when I shot the Forest Hill Bridge sequence from XXX. That was the end of that day, and I remember I had that opportunity to go there and everything, and I shot all that footage there that day. And then the next day, I had another install. That one I didn't have to go to the site because it was actually in Washington State. But I got my Salem's Lot tattoos that day, the one on my chest and the Mike Ryerson one on my arm. And I also, that weekend, took my mom to see Top Gun Maverick. It was just kind of a crazy weekend. And my wife and I ended up going to Target on the 29th. And when I was there, I saw that there was a Target exclusive Eddie Munson figure. And I also saw that there was a Toony Terrors Leatherface figure. And I said, you know, I've been looking for this Leatherface figure for a while, and I neglected to buy the Eddie Munson figure. And because of season 4 and how popular that character was, how amazing that character was, and then what happened in the final 2 episodes that would air 4th of July weekend, that figure became impossible to find. In fact, I kicked myself for it because then it went up to like hundreds of dollars. And I think it was just the hot commodity of it at the time, but I remember when my wife and I went to Ferndale again that summer, we went up there for my mother-in-law's birthday weekend. We had to stop at a Target in Rohnert Park, and I looked in there. I was trying everywhere to find this thing. So long story short, I finally got the Eddie Munson Target exclusive. It was way cheaper than it would have been if I would have bought it 3 years ago. And then I also got a Dustin figure from season 5. So that's what I'm going to showcase. So I'm going to start with this one. I don't know which one this is. I don't know if this is Eddie or if this is Dustin, but we will find out together. And Steve is also one of my favorite characters. It's pretty much Dustin, Eddie, and Steve. I mean, they're my favorites. I love Hopper. I love Eleven. I love everybody on that show. But those are my favorites. So we're going to open this one up. And this is the Dustin one. This is in a case, or like one of those pop collector cases. Very, very cool. I love that. I love Gaten Matarazzo. He's just amazing. I've loved this kid since watching season 1. If I would have had kids, I would have wanted to have a kid just like him. I just think he's just an amazing actor, amazing person. And I just love the Dustin character so much. So yeah, very, very cool. Yeah, absolutely love it. There we go. It's nice they shipped it this way. So this has to be the Eddie figure. This next one, I'm going to open this one up. Let's see. There we go. There's the Eddie figure. There we go. Target exclusive Eddie Munson figure. Something on the front there, but yeah, that's awesome. Can't believe I actually finally got one. There you go. There's all the other characters from season 4. So yeah, 2 pops. I have 2 other Stranger Things pops. I have I think it's called the Blacklight Vecna. He's right there. I got him New Year's Day at Target last year, 2024. And then I also have an Eddie from Entertainment Earth that I got towards the latter half of 2023. I believe it was like October, November I got him. But yeah, very happy to have these. These are awesome figures and my 2 favorite characters from the Stranger Things series. I'm debating whether or not to do something once the entire show is wrapped up. We still got 4 more episodes. 3 of them are going to air on December 25th. And then the last episode is going to air on New Year's Eve. So I'm really looking forward to watching that. I am planning to do a retrospective on a different television show that's wrapping up this coming Sunday. That would be the 14th of December. And that is going to be, of course, Welcome to Derry, which has been mind-blowing. Excuse me. Which has been a mind-blowing show. I am just in awe with each episode, and I cannot wait to see how season 1 wraps up. Thanks so much, everyone, for watching. Let me know what your favorite Stranger Things character is. Let me know if you're a fan of the first 4 episodes of season 5, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Take it easy. Stay scared as always. Peace.